Here's the story of the Dred Scott decision. Dred Scott was born into slavery in the year 1799 in Southampton County, Virginia. In the year 1818, he moved with his owner, Peter Blow, to Alabama. Then, in 1830, he moved to St. Louis, Missouri. These states were both slave states at the time. Later, Peter passed away, and an army surgeon by the name of Dr. John Emerson purchased Scott and eventually sent him to Illinois, which was a free state. Then he was taken to Fort Snelling, Wisconsin Territory, where the Missouri Compromise outlawed slavery. In 1843, John Emerson died, and his enslaved workers became the property of John's wife, Irene. She returned to St. Louis, lived with her father, and hired out Scott and his new family. Scott tried many times to purchase his freedom, but Irene kept refusing. In 1846, Dred Scott and his wife Harriet filed separate lawsuits for freedom in the St. Louis Circuit Court against Irene. They based it on two Missouri statutes. The first allowed any person of color to sue for wrongful enslavement. The other said that any person taken to free territory automatically became free and cannot be re-enslaved. Neither of them could read or write, so they got support from the church, abolitionists, and the Blow family who once owned them. Since he had lived in two free states, he hoped he had a persuasive case, but when they went to trial, the judge granted retrial. In 1850, Scott and his family went to trial again and won their freedom, but Irene appealed the case to the Missouri Supreme Court, which combined their cases, reversed the decision to their slavery, meaning that his family was enslaved again. A few years later, Scott filed a federal lawsuit with the United States Circuit Court for the District of Missouri. Irene transferred Scott's family to her brother John Stanford, and in 1854 the federal court heard Dred Scott versus Stanford and ruled against Scott, holding him and his family in slavery. The next trial began in February of 1856. Scott received support from many abolitionists, including politicians and attorneys. He unfortunately lost the fight for freedom again. Irene married her second husband, Calvin Chaffee, a U.S. congressman and abolitionist. He was upset his wife owned a famous slave, so he sold him to Taylor Blow, the son of Peter Blow. Taylor finally freed Scott and his family on May 26, 1857. Scott found work as a porter in St. Louis Hotel, but he didn't live that long as a free man. At age 59, Scott died from tuberculosis on September 17, 1858.